Hi everybody, I'm Arshia from BitPolito and we are in BitPolito mining wrap. In this video, we are going to have a tutorial on how to get started with the Stratum protocol. First of all, we move to the official Stratum protocol website. On the website, you can find the Get Started button, which directs you to the Getting Started page. Before we get started, you have to have curl, git, and cargo or Rust installed on your machine. If you don't have Rust installed on your machine, you can download it and install it with the mentioned command in the website. In this video, we are going to run all the rules, so we skip the first part of getting started the easiest way. And we start with getting started, running all the rules. Step 1, setup and configuration. We have to run the template provider. You can find the latest release of the George fork of Bitcoin Core on his GitHub. The link has been mentioned on the website. We move to the link. We are going to download the latest release. You have to choose the release based on your operating system. Running Linux right now, so I'm going to download the Linux version, which is this one. I have already downloaded it, so it is a zip file. We have to extract it first. When you are done with the extraction, we can move to the next part, which is editing the Bitcoin configuration file, which is stored in the home Bitcoin folder. You have to be careful here because there already exists another Bitcoin configuration file here. As you see, there's another Bitcoin configuration file here. We are not going to touch that. We are going to edit the Bitcoin configuration file stored in a home Bitcoin file. We copy these lines. We will open the Bitcoin configuration file. I'm using Vim editor right now, but you can choose any editor that you're comfortable with. As you see, I've already added this line to my configuration file, so I will save and exit. When you want to start your Bitcoin Core, it might take a while to sync with the net based on the net you are trying to sync with. If you are trying to sync with the testnet for, it might take 20 minutes up to 1 hour. And if you are trying to sync with the mainnet, it might take days up to 1 week based on your internet connection. I will copy and paste this command. You can run it, but because it takes a while, I've already run it and try to sync with the mainnet. So we will move to that part, which the template provider is synced with the net. After you sync your template provider with the net, you can move to the other part, which is cloning the Stratum V2 repository. You can simply copy and paste this command, which clones the Stratum V2 repository for you. As you see, now I have my Stratum V2 repository cloned. Then we can move to the part that we run the Stratum V2. First of all, you have to run the Stratum V2 pool. I will copy this command. Make 3 more tabs of this terminal because I'm gonna run multiple parts of the Stratum V2. The first part is pool. I've already compiled this file, so it won't take long to show it here, but it might take 1 or 2 minutes for each command to compile the required files. We have run the pool. Now we move to the job declarator server. We run the job declarator server, then the job declarator client. The client is also up and running. And before I run the translator proxy, I want you to see that on my BTax dashboard, there is no shares and there is no hash rate right now. Then we run the translator proxy. The translator proxy is now up and running, and we should expect some hash rates and shares on our BTax. It might take 1 or 2 minutes to see the changes in your BTax. So if it's taking long, don't worry. Before the BitX receives some shares, I want to show you how you can monitor the 4 blocks. The best thing to do is monitor your pool. In a pool, you can see the logs. Let me show you in my terminal. This is my pool logs, as you see. If you have find these lines in your pool, pop key OK. Share hash meet Bitcoin target. Share meet Bitcoin target. If you have seen these 2 lines in your pool logs, you've probably mined the block. And now, as you see, the BitX is receiving some shares and have some hash rates because it's trying to process the shares. And here it is. So let's have a recap on what we've done up to here. So let's have a recap on what we have done up to this point. We followed the tutorial on how to get us started with the Stratum V2 on the official website of the Stratum protocol, which is stratumprotocol.org. We downloaded the forked version of the Bitcoin Core from stores, and we edited and added some configuration for our Bitcoin Core. We have run the template provider on the testnet for. We waited for it to sync. We cloned the repository, run the pool, JDS, JDC, and the translator proxy. And as I've explained, we had our BitXs listening on the Stratum URL, which is this device Stratum URL. And when we have done this following the steps, it has started to mine the blocks. Thank you guys for following this tutorial. Follow us for more tutorials, and you can contact us if you have any problem with this tutorial.